So myself and Dean have made some selections for Royal Ascot here, and we're going to share them with you. In the first race, the Queen Anne Stakes, Palace Pier has proven himself to be a star and shouldn't be. There should be only one outcome here. Sir Busker at an each way price, however, 22 to 1 might be worth watching considering how well he does run at Ascot. But for me, Palace Pier wins. On to the Coventry Stakes then. I'm going to say Coffee Maker coming over from America and John Velasquez coming over too. This won at Keeneland impressively, and interestingly enough, no filly has won this race since 1916. And for me, you could even try each way at this one at 13 to 2. So I'm going to go for Coffee Maker for the Coventry. On to the King Stand. For me, there's no looking past Batage here, so I'm just going to skip that one. Then on to St. James Palace. Most of that for me has been impressive in every single race this year, and beat some of these in a listed race at Sandown as well last time out. So for me, must it off at a great price. Jim Crowley's riding. Then moving on to the 2 mile 3, the Ascot Stakes. Raipur for me is quite interesting. It's Willie's second string, and this came from running on the flat in France to going over hurdles at Kilbeggan where it came third. Now it's going to Royal Ascot, like with Adam Kirby, the Derby hero, I suppose, on board. 14 to 1. You could play each way here. You know how well Willie's second string tends to go, so I'd be happy to play a 14 to 1. Then moving on to the last one, we're going to preview the Wolverton Stakes. Blue Cup has the ability to be winning this, and we've seen that ability last time out at Epsom. When he literally demolished the field, he won by about 5.5 lengths. For me, it's between him and Patrick Sarsfield. I'm a big fan of Patrick Sarsfield now, but I'm just going to give the nod to Blue Cup here.
Quick run through of my Ascot thoughts along with Ryan's. The first race looks like Palace Pier written all over it. Very short price, so we'll definitely be avoiding that race. Moving on to the second race then. One I'm liking at very big odds is Eldrick Jones for Roger Fell and Danny Tudhope for Nick Bradley Racing. Very unlucky in debut to go down by a photo finish, beaten by a whisker. Has been supported there from 100 to 1 and to around 40s. A small each way would be advised. I think he'll come on a lot for his debut and hopefully go close here at the big odds. Moving on then to the 340, the King's Stand. Sees Batage and Winter Power clash here, drawn near enough side by side. I do fancy Winter Power. Has been well backed as well. I just think with the run under its belt this season already, she seems to be a really progressive filly. And Tim Easterby's yard has been going well recently as well. Moving on then to the 420, the St James's Palace. Battleground's a horse that I like. Tipped it up last year when it won the listed race at Ascot over 7 furlongs, albeit that was in soft ground. Definitely looked way out of depth at Newmarket, but I just think ground, the whole track didn't suit it, and it was well supported before the off that day as well, so that was a positive. So hopefully it can bounce back here at 11 to 2. 5 o'clock then sees the Ascot Stakes over 2 mile 3. Willie Mullins and Ryan Moore always have a good record when they team up at Ascot in these big handicaps. It's interesting to see Rachel Blackmore there riding for Emma Mullins as well, and Cape Gentleman, who's a horse who definitely has to have a chance on paper. Frankie Dettori and John Gosden and Golden Rules. Frankie and John Gosden always seems to do really well at Ascot, and you'd be hard to look past them. So I'm going to put up Golden Rules at 8 to 1. I think each way value in that still. Hopefully it runs on to a place, if not a 1. 5:35 then sees the Wolverton Stakes, a listed race. I think Patrick Sarsfield will be very hard to beat here in this. Was unlucky last time out on the listed level at the Curragh, going down by a head. Josephs tend to come on for their first run of the season, and I would expect him to come on leaps and bounds for that as well. I just think he will be very hard beat here, and he would be my nap of the day.